morning, Carlos. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much. Well, glad to have you here. Is this your first therapy session?
Yes, this is.
Okay, perfect. And I wanted to go ahead and just let you know on the first visit, we do like an intake of information. It's usually called an intake form. I like to do it a little bit unstructured just to make the client, feel comfortable and be open to conversation. But I did want to let you know that during counseling sessions, everything that we talk about is confidential. However, I must inform you that if I'm required by law to disclose any information, it would be because there is a serious thought of threat to yourself or others. But ultimately, our fundamental is to make everything that you state here be protected. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Is there any questions that you have about that?
No.
Okay, perfect. All right. And then what are your expectations for through counseling sessions? What is it something that you're hoping for?
Okay. I'm hoping to cure a little bit of some anxiety that I've been experiencing recently.
Okay, so what brings you in is that you're experiencing a little bit of anxiety.
Hmm.
Okay, and can you tell me a little bit more about what is causing that anxiety?
Well, we've me and my family have recently moved all the way from New York to
Okay.
the city, Claremont,
Yeah.
and we've been having a hard time just trying to be here.
Okay. So you said that you moved from New York to Claremont, and then that's it making you have some anxiety. Um, what is there anything else additional to the move that is causing you anxiety?
Yeah, there is. As of recently, we've had. Well, I have to start back up in school again. Um, and that's kind of stressing me out and having me a little scared.
Okay, so you have to start school again, and you're stating that it's stressing you out,
Hmm.
and then you're also feeling scared. Okay, maybe that could be some type of nervousness of starting
Yeah.
school as well. So when is it that you start school?
I start school in about 3 weeks.
In about 3 weeks. Okay, all right, that's perfect. And when you start school, do you have like a plan of how you want to relieve that that sense of anxiety and stress? Like, what are ways that you can cope with that?
Well, I've been wanting to. I want to make friends and have a little group that will be a safe spot just to start out.
Okay, so you're saying that making friends would be like a safe spot, and then like having a good support group would be good as well, and I think that's great. So on your first day, what do you think would be ways that you can go ahead and create those two factors of creating friendship and also creating a good support group?
I think being a little outgoing and going to try to talk to people, students, peers of in my class and stuff.
Okay, yeah. So being outgoing, speaking to students in your class, and just trying to be outgoing with the peers that are around you. I think that's great. Can you think of like different areas in the school that you can do that at?
Well, I was thinking maybe before school starts, like the little as people arrive to school, I could find a little group to go talk to.
Yeah.
Maybe in classes or in like if we have a gym class, we could I could talk to some people, have a little social hour with them.
Yeah, that's great. So maybe before school starts, say hi to people, engage in conversation that will help you to get to know them. And also, like you said, in gym class, that's a great time to do because that's also like sports, kind of fun location. So it would be good to engage in conversation there. And
Exactly.
yeah, so that's perfect. Another location that would be great would possibly be lunchtime because that's a good downtime within the school day. So maybe you can speak to people that you've seen in your previous classes there and go from there, and build those strong relationships.
That's a good one.
Yeah, you think those are good ideas?
Yeah.
Okay, so another question that I had is, have you ever had thoughts of self harm?
No.
No? Okay, perfect. And then, have you ever had thoughts of harming others?
No.
Okay. And then, how old are you right now, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm currently 17 years old.
17. Okay, perfect. All right. And then, what grade would you be starting when you go back to school?
I will now be in 11th grade.
In 11th grade. Okay. So you're in high school.
Yes, I am.
Okay, perfect. All right. Do you have any work history? Like, have you worked before?
No, I've tried to study what my uncle does.
Okay.
He's a HVAC technician all the way back in New York.
Okay.
It took me a little bit to just learn about what he does.
Okay, perfect. So, is that like a career that you would want to look into and achieve, becoming an HVAC technician?
It's one of many options, but yeah.
Okay, all right. So that could possibly be like a future goal for you. I'll write that down and add it to your chart. That would be great. Good vocation to have. Okay. And then for your current social situation, you said you just moved here to Claremont from New York, and you're starting school in about 3 weeks. So currently, what do you do in your social time?
I've not really been able to do anything. I feel like I've been just staying home. My parents are working to try to get stable again because the switch from New York to here, it's a big change. So they're just trying to get prepared for that. And I'm just staying home by myself.
Okay, so are you having any feelings when you stay home by yourself?
Yeah, just loneliness, and I just start thinking about school and how that's gonna be starting back up, and it just starts stressing me out.
Yeah, so it goes back to the anxiety, just feeling stressed, feeling lonely. Okay, so when you're at home, because I understand that your parents are out working and you're home by yourself, when you're at home, is there any way that you could think of that you could cope with those feelings and those emotions?
Well, I could probably listen to some music or something like that.
Yeah, you could listen to some music. That would be very relaxing. Is there any like instrument that you possibly play or that you like?
Yeah, I actually play piano.
Okay, you play piano, so that would be a good alternative as well. You know, do something that you enjoy, that you know, that also relates to music, and that would be relaxing. So that would be great. Is there any do you have any family history in your family of like any medical conditions that we would be aware of?
No medical conditions.
No. Okay. And does anybody like suffer from anxiety in your family at all?
Not that I really know of.
Okay, perfect. That's good. All right. Let's see. Okay, and then have you ever engaged in any drug use?
No.
No. Have you ever drank alcohol?
No.
Okay, perfect. All right. And so we said that piano is a good stress reliever for you, so that touched on coping with stress, which is great. Um, so let's piggyback on the anxiety. Let's create some goals for our next session. Um, what would be some goals that you want to list out that you absolutely want to achieve by the time that we see each other again?
Well, I would like to have a little safe group of friends to have, like a little social group.
Okay.
I wanna be able to. I wanna maybe think about starting up sports again.
Sports, okay.
Back in New York, I played basketball.
Okay. All right, perfect. So then your goal listed here would be that you basically want to make a friend for for when we gather again next session, that you want to have a good support group, and then you're also interested in joining some sports for like distraction and entertainment. Okay. Alright, that's perfect. Alright, is there anything else that you would like to touch base on today?
I would like to touch more on sports.
On sports?
Yeah.
Okay, so what for sports, what would you what do you think are ways that you could, join some sports since you've moved from a new location? You mentioned that you did like basketball. What are ways that you could look into some sports and maybe and possibly enroll?
Well, I could probably go on social media and
Mm-hmm.
find local Instagram accounts of our team maybe in this new
Yeah.
school. I could go try to contact people there and see if I can make some connections.
Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, so going on social media, looking up like different sports, I think that will help you decrease your anxiety. It will have you, build strong relationships with the students that are also within those teams. So those are great ideas. Um, what sport do you have in mind to enroll into?
Well, now that I'm here, I want to try something new. I want to see if I can get
Okay.
into football.
Football. All right. So I like that you're open to trying something new that will get you out of your comfort zone and will help you build those strong new relationships. So that's perfect. I think that also when you start school, you can go ahead and inquire with the coaches in the school about the different sports activities that they have, see possibly what season they're in, and go from there and enroll, see if they require like a physical to enroll, things of that nature. So just piggybacking on our goals and just checking on the goals that we've set. So it's going to be that you want to make sure you make friends, and then build a support group. And then you also want to make sure you join some activities, which would be sports. All right. So I think that making friends is great. That would help you with like your social interactions, right? And having a good support group is going to continue to motivate you to just be better, be able to share your emotions with someone, have that support, those good, strong bonds and interactions. And then activities is just gonna, it will help you mentally as well and having interactions with your friends, but it's actually gonna be also just overall health. So it would be biological as well because you're gonna keep your body healthy. So that's really good. So I think that that's a great plan that you've created, and I think all three goals will help you relieve your stress, your anxiety, and then just your overall fear of starting school. So I look forward to our next session. Okay, is there any feedback that you have for me in the session? Anything that I could have done better to help you today?
No, I think you covered everything. I feel good about what you covered. I
Okay.
feel like my anxiety actually has a chance to improve, and I just feel safe.
Okay, perfect. So I'm glad you feel safe. I thank you very much for coming today, and that's our ultimate goal. When our clients come to our counseling or therapy sessions, we want you to feel comfortable. We want you to be able to be open and just discuss what you're going through so that we could find ways to improve. Okay, so once again, we're just going to review the goals. So it's going to be make friends, build a support group, and enroll in an activity, which could be a possible sport. Okay. Any other questions that you have for me today?
Not that I could think of.
No? All right, so I will see you at your next session. The front desk will go ahead and schedule your next appointment. Okay, and then they'll give you an appointment reminder card, and then we'll also give you a call to remind you of your next visit.
Okay.
Sounds good?
That's right.
All right, thank you.